Air Technologies Incorporated in Monroeville, Pennsylvania has created a damage-free excavation process that can eliminate many of the hazards and problems encountered when excavating around utility lines. The air knife uses a supersonic nozzle to convert standard compressed air to a Mach 2 airstream. This process penetrates and pulverizes even the most compacted soils, yet is harmless to utility lines, pipes, or cables. The air knife and vacuum excavator system is a new and advanced method to ensure damage-free excavation in and around utilities.
Occasionally, a routine job like this can turn into disaster, from a danger hidden beneath the surface. This safety film shows what happens if a live electric cable is cut through. Although there are safety precautions designed to prevent accidents like that, they can't cover every eventuality. Particularly when you remember that underneath my feet is a tangle of gas, water, electrical, fiber optic and telephone cables and pipes. And each year, 75,000 of them are broken through. So the South Staffordshire Water Company are testing out a new digging system, which is tough enough to get through the compacted earth like this, but gentle enough not to go through the cables. It's fresh air, but air traveling at twice the speed of sound. So let's give it a go. The air is fed from a standard compressor down the tube and forced through a supersonic nozzle, which whips up the airstream to an astonishing Mach 2, giving a concentrated blade of high-speed air. This test rig, shot at very high speed, shows what happens. First, the air forces a cavity in the porous soil. Then it expands outwards, blasting the soil apart and pulverizing it. Once the soil is properly loosened, then the second part of the system comes in. It's nicknamed the Dirt Buster, and it's a giant vacuum cleaner that simply sucks up the soil and deposits it in a neat pile beside you. This combination of air knife and vacuum is twice as fast as the pick and shovel. But how does it avoid the cables? In theory, when the blade hits any non-porous material like plastic, it's gently deflected around the sides. So let's give it the ultimate test. Perfectly safe. And if it won't go through the shell of an egg, it certainly won't go through the reinforced plastic of cables. But this gentle nature gave Walsall Council here another idea. They're donating trees to the south to replace those lost in the gales. And this turns out to be the perfect tool for digging up young saplings without damaging their roots. Well, I might as well save them a journey.
For more than a century, excavation jobs have basically been performed using a pick, a slow and very tiresome technique to break up hard-to-dig soil. It's also a potentially hazardous technique whereby buried utility lines, cables, and pipes can be damaged, resulting in hundreds of thousands of dollars to replace. Now, there's a breakthrough in excavating technology, making excavation a much faster, easier, and safer job than ever before. The new Supersonic air knife quickly and easily breaks up the soil from an excavation without penetrating and therefore damaging non-porous materials such as utility lines, pipes or cables, or even work shoes or boots. The result is a more productive and profitable excavating crew. The air knife operates with a standard air compressor, 125 CFM, and blasts an extremely high-speed air jet up to twice the speed of sound into the target excavation. As it breaks apart the soil, the air knife's air jet has no effect on buried systems such as fiber optic cables, underground power cables, gas lines, TV signal cables, sewer lines, steam lines, telephone lines, and water pipes. And because the air knife breaks up incrustations and clumps while exposing stones and rocks, it produces a soft, sand-like soil that is easily removable and ideal for backfilling. No matter what method you are now using, pick and shovel, bar, spader, air lance, the Supersonic air knife excavates up to 4 times faster and is easier, safer, and more profitable to use. The air knife can save time and cut costs for many excavating jobs, such as keyhole and other small hole excavations, tunneling under sidewalks and roads by just adding extension barrels, digging around piping for underpinning, cleaning out road potholes for better patching, and trenching. The air knife's applications are unlimited. The Supersonic air knife is lightweight, weighing only 14 pounds, and operable by one man. It is quiet and causes no kickbacks. The air knife is built super tough for a long, trouble-free life. All parts are made from brass or stainless steel to prevent corrosion and sparking, and all working parts are completely sealed against dust, mud, water, or any other hostile elements. The only 2 moving parts in the Supersonic air knife, the valve and trigger, have successfully undergone a demanding series of endurance tests of 350,000 operating cycles with no measurable deterioration in any part. But the real test for the fastest, safest excavating tool has been in actual use by utilities and excavating contractors nationwide.
For additional technical information or a demonstration on Air Technologies' damage-free excavation equipment, contact John Schroeder, Air Technologies Incorporated, 1 Monroeville Center, Suite 800, Monroeville, Pennsylvania, 15146. Telephone 412-856-8367.